Today we'll use the warm colors to make an artwork inspired by the changing colors of fall leaves. On your paper, you'll want to have your name and the class code, and then you should flip it over so that your name is on the back. Now we're ready to start our art process. This is a sponge. It's going to be our painting tool today, but we're actually going to use it as a stamper to get the texture of leaves. So with my painting hand, I'm going to pinch the top of the sponge, and then I can go tap, 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 and that's how I will paint. Your paint will be in a container maybe like this, maybe different, and you'll tap once in the paint. There's my paint, and then I will tap on my picture. Instead of swiping, I want to tap because that's going to make it look more like the texture of leaves. You can probably see it even better when I'm tapping with the orange color. These little dots are going to really help make the texture look realistic. And I can use all of those different colors, but every time I get more paint, I'm only tapping one time. My goal is eventually to fill the entire picture, even all the way up to the edges, like this edge and this corner, and that's why I have a placemat underneath to protect the tables. As I go, I'm tapping the whole way. I'm not going to drag my sponge because if I do that, it won't look like those beautiful individual leaves. So I'm going to tap all the way around the edge. I've tapped part of the edge, then I'll keep going on these parts of the edge. While I'm doing this, I like to think in my head, tap, 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 to remind me how I want to be using the sponge. You can see my hand is moving up and down, and that's making that nice texture. After I've tapped the edge, I'm going to keep tapping to fill in the entire middle of the paper. I want to keep tapping until I can't see any of the white space in my picture. So sometimes it helps to work in one section at a time and kind of systematically fill up your paper. Just like this. A little bit at a time, and I'm working hard to make sure the whole thing gets covered. Am I finished yet? No, I need to keep filling in this part. When you think you're done, the last step is to really look and see if you see any white spots. If you see a white spot, tap on that spot to fill it in. We want to cover the whole paper until we can't see the white spots. When your picture is all the way done and there's no more white spots, you will leave your sponge in the corner of a paint tray and listen to the adults for more cleanup directions. Have fun creating a beautiful artwork that we'll use to make fall leaves.